Stop winging it. You know the design side of running a design firm. Now it's time to completely own the entrepreneurial side. Welcome, I'm Sandra Funk, and this is Design Sips, where we will raise a glass to you to running your business with more joy, more abundance, and more balance. I cannot wait to dig into your questions. Cheers.
Cheers, Sandra. Alrighty, our first question is from Etta. She says, interior design is so detailed, I'm worried things will fall through the cracks. How can I confidently know that I'm dotting all of my I's and crossing all my T's?
Tell me who that's from again?
Etta.
Etta. Ooh, pretty name, Etta. So it is so detailed, right? We have to not just be master of one little thing. We have to have knowledge about plumbing and tile and lighting and fabrics and furniture construction and scale and layout. It's overwhelming just trying to remember all the things we need to remember sometimes, right? In addition, the actual execution of design, going from concepts to actually making the room happen, has a gabillion little tiny steps. So the way that you can make sure that nothing falls through the crack is having a clearly documented system that walks you through it step by step by step, so that you can say, I did that, I ordered the CFA, I reviewed and approved, this is confirmed, right? Now it's in shipment, now I'm letting the workroom know it's on its way. Like, you gotta follow every single tiny little thread through in order to make the quilt. So the best way to do that is to document everything, because every single project has all of those steps. So you just need to make sure that you are doing it over and over again. It's a repeatable process, right? Some projects are gonna be a gut, some projects are gonna be furnishings only. But the bottom line is, from concept to execution, document all those steps and just complete the ones that you don't need for the projects that don't include those steps. Cool? Good luck to you. Cheers.
Cheers. So Sandra,
That's ringing a ding.
how do you stay organized digitally or with files? How do you go about that to keep the process organized?
One of my favorite things, getting it all locked down. So I use a task management system to run my step-by-step process. I am in a deep and meaningful relationship with Asana, but you do you. You might like something like Basecamp or Monday, I don't know, there's
ClickUp,
Trello, ClickUp, there's a million. So find the one that works for you. If you've already found one, dig in deep on it, add all those processes to it. If you haven't found one yet, check out Asana. It's my personal love. And then I keep files. So we try to be as paper-free as humanly possible. That said, sometimes you just gotta print something to like really work it through, and then it goes into my flipped over recycled paper pile in my clipboard, and that's where I like scribble notes and ideas and do mathematical calculations when I'm trying to figure out something. But everything we try to keep digital, and then we use the Google Drive for all of our files, and we have extremely clear, different, like, you know, you come in and it's like administrative, clients, marketing, you know, HR, finances, right? You come in and you've got the major business functions, and then inside of that, you know, all the different categories, inside of that, all the categories. And the beautiful thing about the Google Drive is I can have it on my phone. I can be on the fly with it. So I remember being at a stone yard with a client, and she was like, I really like this, but I'm trying to remember like exactly what the tile is that's already in that room. You know, we're working at like changing out a countertop or something. And she's like, I'm trying to remember that tile. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Here you go. Here's a picture of the room. She's like, how did you just pull up a picture of my guest bathroom in like 3 seconds? And I was like, well, it's in your client file under guest bathroom and under, you know, the photos. It's, when you're organized, you look like a freaking Superman or woman or whatever, human. Yeah, it's good.
Yes, we love our digital software.
What else did I miss? Asana, Google Drive.
Our design software, which I feel like many people are torn of which one's for them, which we won't get into, but it is better than using Excel sheets, I'd say.
Correct. So early in my career, it was Word docs and Excel sheets, and really quickly, all those orders, all that tracking, all that expediting, all the follow-up communication, conversation, needing to remember to follow up with someone because I couldn't get an answer and I need to call that one back in 2 days and that one back next week and that one back in 2 months because the lead time is confirmed and it's further out. That was getting wild in a spreadsheet, right? So there are plenty of design softwares out there that will really help you manage all those contacts, all the procurement and what's happening, and even have, that to-do list. I move all of my tasks into Asana, personal preference. I like them all in one spot. But there are lots of software out there that will help you organize that. So from Studio Designer to Ivy to Mydoma, the list goes on. Studio Designer, whatever. There's a bunch of them. If you Google interior design software, they'll all pop up. There's quite a few. And then I also am really careful to organize how I design, my design process. So I love Wacora for sourcing. It is so easy to organize by client, then by room, then by item I need in each room. It's visual, it's got the clipper, it lets me move things around. It really helps me stay super organized. I'm also able to do like my online design through that and deliver it directly to a client. So it does have a client-facing interaction and you can do that directly there. So that is amazing. Tons of other ways to do that. I know Design Files is one that we've used over the years. They have an incredible mood board function. You can do that in Canva,
Google Slides.
Google Slides, yeah, lots of ways. So lots of ways to make mood boards but the organizing your sourcing, I have really found that Wacora is my favorite thus far. So you do you, there's tons and tons of software and options out there. What you need to do is Google it and then start doing trials and really just figure out what is the right fit for your firm.
Absolutely. Okay, if you're liking this content, go ahead and give us a comment down below, a thumbs up, or hit the subscribe button.
Yes, we have tons more where that comes from. I think we're in our 7th year of Design Sips.
Yeah.
So there is lots and lots of how to run an amazing design firm content out there. So subscribe so you don't miss any of it.
Awesome. So Thomas asks, how do I make time to focus on running my interior design business right while also being in the middle of several projects?
Working on the business while working in the business. So Thomas, the best way to do this is to schedule it, right? If it's not scheduled, it doesn't happen. So look at your calendar, and knowing how busy you are now, you might want to look out 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, maybe 3 months is as far as you should go, right? But look out a little further into your calendar where it starts to loosen up a little bit, where every little minute isn't taken, and start blocking time. That could be almost like a vacation, like you block 3 days in a row where you are just going to totally focus on CEO level tasks, right? You are going to be think tanking and strategizing. You're going to meet with your team. You are going to do that big initiative. You're going to take that course. You're going to implement that thing that you heard, but you haven't had a minute to actually execute, right? Definitely put that in your calendar. And then don't just put it in your calendar once, 3 months out. Put it in your calendar, a 3-day CEO block every 3 months for the rest of your life, right? You have to be working on your business. If that time blocking doesn't work for you, wake up 15 minutes earlier. Start doing it every morning, 15 minutes. You're putting work on your business, not just in your business, right? Get out of fighting fires and start making your business a better place to work. It's your business. It's up to you to do, right? And it could be that once a year you want to take 2 weeks to just like dive into a course, dive into this book you read, dive into something deep. However that looks for you, if it's not scheduled, it is never going to happen. There is always a client meeting coming up. There is always a show you need to go to. There is always something right in your face, an email, a client, a team member. There's always something. If you don't block this on your calendar and protect it like you would a very important vacation, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck, Thomas.
And improving the backbone of your business is self-care. That will pay off too.
Yes, when you are the CEO and it is your business, it's literally your life you're making better when you improve it. So it's worth it.
Cheers to that.
That's right. Cheers. So if you want to continue on the details of running an epic design business, this is the next step, the phases.